Okay, we're looking at Tech Math 2 out of the Red Book, page 467, complex numbers. 10.12, this is going to be a real short video. We're just looking at having imaginary answers. So look, in algebra, when we have y squared equals -4, remember, it's a second degree equation. So the fundamental theorem says, you find me two solutions. And there are two solutions. It just happens that they're both imaginary solutions. We have, this is that plus or minus, there's two solutions. So then we're looking at plus or minus the square root. And we can't take an even root with a negative inside. So we need, if it's a 2 or a 4 or a 6, we need to replace -1 with j squared. J squared is the complex number, the imaginary number. And so when we take the square root of 4j squared, that's 2j plus or minus. And so complex answers always come in pairs. There's always going to be two. If there's one complex answer, there's two. It's always, two. So plus or minus 2j is the answer. And if we wanted to check that back, we could square it, and it would end up to be -4. If we took 2j times 2j, that's 4j squared, and then j squared is a -1, so -4. And if we take -2j times -2j, that's positive 4j squared, but then the j squared becomes a -1, so back to -4. All right, same dog, different fleas. We got t squared equals -1. T is equal to plus or minus the square root of -1. We can't take an even rooted thing with a negative inside. So plus or minus j squared, and t is equal to plus or minus j. Again, if you look at your book, they only have, with the 4, they only have the -2j squared. Oh, they just wanted to check our solution, that's why. Okay, so they weren't having to solve it from the word go. All right, so there we are, and there we are. Two solutions, complex, awesome possum.